This is Iran, a country the world watches in the news, but rarely truly understands. Here, a civilization thousands of years old walks shoulder to shoulder with modern life. This is the land where Rumi sang of love, where Cyrus wrote the first charter of human rights, and where today's young generation is searching for its future. Today we will see the real face of this country, without any political lens, without any bias, straight to the truth. Iran sits at the crossroads of the Middle East and Central Asia, a place where civilizations meet, where trade routes have crossed for centuries, and where history turns on itself. To the north lies the cold blue water of the Caspian Sea. To the south, the warm waves of the Persian Gulf. To the east, neighboring countries share cultural and historical ties. To the west, Iraq and Turkey. But Iran's greatest magic is its extraordinary geographic diversity. In the north, the Alborz mountain range rises with snow-covered peaks. Mount Damavand, 5,671 meters high, the tallest volcano in Asia. In winter, some of the best ski resorts in the entire Middle East operate here. Just 1 hour from Tehran, you can be standing in deep snow. Running through the center, the Zagros mountain range stretches for hundreds of kilometers, where forests of oak trees grow and rivers cascade down rocky valleys. To the east, the Dasht-e and Dasht-e Lut, among the hottest and driest deserts on Earth. In the Dasht-e Lut, surface temperatures of 70 degrees Celsius have been recorded, the hottest place on the surface of this planet. But at night, the sky is so clear that the stars feel close enough to touch. In the north, Jilin and Mazandaran, dense green forests, tea plantations, rain, and cool air. When you see it, it is hard to believe you are in Iran. And in the south, Keshem Island, turquoise water, mangrove forests, and the Valley of Stars, rock formations carved by wind over thousands of years, unlike anything else on Earth. So many different landscapes, all inside one country, that is Iran. Let us begin in Tehran, the heart of Iran. A population of 9 million, nestled at the foot of the Alborz Mountains. Tehran is a city that never sleeps. Even at 4 in the morning, someone is always out on the street. Traffic here is relentless, a living, breathing chaos of cars, horns, and movement. But even inside that noise, there is a pulse, an energy, a sense that things are happening. The Milad Tower reaches toward the sky. The Golestan Palace whispers stories from the Qajar era. The Grand Bazaar, where everything is available, every sound fills the air, and every smell finds you before you find it. Tehran's young people wear jeans, drink coffee, speak English, but on Fridays, they do not miss lunch with the family. Tradition and modernity side by side. Isfahan is half the world. Iranians did not say this without reason. Imam Square, the second largest urban square in the world. Around it stands the chic Lotfala Mosque, its mysterious dome changing color with every hour. Pink in the morning, golden at noon, blue at dusk. The Imam Mosque overwhelms the eye with its scale and beauty. From the Ali Kapı Palace, the entire city stretches out beneath you. Life in Isfahan moves at a slower pace, in the best possible way. People sit with their tea, talk for hours, and watch the sun set over the Pole Bridge. Shiraz, the city of roses and poetry, as the poets described it. The tombs of Hafez and Sadi are here, and they are not merely graves. They are places of pilgrimage. Iranians come and hold the divan of Hafez, open it to a random page, and read their fortune in verse, as though these poets are still alive among them. The Nasir al-Mulk Mosque, the pink mosque, with its stained glass windows. When the first light of morning passes through those windows, a sea of color falls across the carpet below. People travel from every corner of the world to see this moment. To understand Iran, you must understand its people. Because the Real Iran is not in the headlines. It is in the hearts of ordinary people. Iranian hospitality is legendary, and it is not an exaggeration. If you ask an Iranian for directions, they may walk you all the way to your destination. If you speak with someone for a few minutes, they may invite you home for tea. Taraf, Iran's famous social etiquette. When something is offered, you decline the first time and the second time. The third time, you accept. This is not rudeness. This is Iranian courtesy, a deeply ingrained form of grace. Family is the foundation of Iranian society. Weekly family meals, gathering together for celebrations, respect for elders, these traditions remain strong. In many ways, this is very familiar to our own culture. The young generation. More than 60% of Iran's population is under 30 years old. This is an extremely young country. These young people use VPNs to access Instagram, listen to international music, follow global sports, but they still come home for Nowruz, and they still know verses of Hafez by heart. More than half of all university students in Iran are women, a fact that surprises many people who have never looked beyond the headlines. Eating Iranian food is not simply filling your stomach. It is an experience, a tradition, a form of joy. Cello kebab is Iran's national dish. Meat marinated in saffron, grilled over slow-burning charcoal, served alongside buttery golden rice. The smell of it alone will pull you across the street. Koreshi fezenjan is rich, dark stew made from ground walnuts and pomegranate juice, sweet, sour, deeply aromatic. A dish once served to Safavid kings and still found in every Iranian home today. Gourmet sabzi is fresh herbs, kidney beans, dried limes, and meat, simmered for hours until the flavors become one. The smell of it cooking will fill an entire neighborhood. The most beloved home-cooked dish in Iran. Ashi reshta, thick noodle soup made from herbs, legumes, and topped with whey. Cooked for Nowruz in every household. It is a symbol of togetherness, a dish that means family is near. Faluda is specialty of Shiraz, rose water poured over thin rice noodles, with a squeeze of lemon on top. In the summer heat, it is nothing short of paradise. Iran produces 90% of the world's saffron, a spice more expensive than gold by weight. Every Iranian dish carries the golden color and fragrance of saffron. It is not just a spice, it is part of the Iranian identity. The first act of Iranian hospitality, tea, poured into a small glass, served with a cube of rock sugar. In any Iranian home, within 5 minutes of arriving, a glass of tea will be in your hand. It is warmth. It is welcome. It is Iran. Many people assume that when night falls in Iran, life stops. That is completely wrong. Iran's nights are full. The style is simply different. In Iran, a park is not just a place with trees. It is the center of social life. At 10 or 11 at night, families are still out in Tehran's parks, having picnics on the grass. Children are on the swings, women are deep in conversation, elders are telling stories, the whole family, together. This is their nightlife, simple, warm, and genuinely beautiful. Cafe culture is growing fast in Tehran, Isfahan, and Shiraz. These cafes are not just places to drink coffee, they are meeting grounds for young people. Inside you will find a freelancer working on a laptop, a group of friends playing board games, someone reading quietly in the corner, a small gathering reciting poetry. Coffee, tea, music, and long conversations. Home gatherings in Iran's are real nightlife. It happens behind closed doors, and the gatherings that take place there are something else entirely. In Iranian homes, families and friends come together at night. Home-cooked food is spread across the table. Music plays, Iranian pop, classical, sometimes old songs everyone knows the words to. People dance. Conversations go on until late, about life, about dreams, about poetry, about everything. The rooftops of Tehran's high-rise buildings become magical places after dark. The city lights stretch out below, the mountains rise in the distance, stars appear above, and in between, friends, food, music, and the kind of conversations you remember for years. Darban Street in Tehran, Chahar Bagh in Isfahan. At night these places are at their most alive. The smoke of kabab, the scent of tea, people laughing and eating. This is Iran's living, breathing night. For centuries, Iran has given the world art, poetry, and beauty. This is a country that does not just have a culture, it is a culture. Rumi, Hafez, Sadi, Omar Khayyam. These are not just names of poets. They are the heritage of humanity. Rumi's Masnavi, sometimes called the Persian Quran, remains one of the most widely read works of poetry on earth. In the United States, Rumi consistently ranks as the best-selling poet. He was Iranian. In Iran, poetry is not something reserved for scholars or academics. It belongs to everyone. A vendor in the bazaar, a taxi driver, a grandmother. Any one of them might recite a verse of Hafez at any moment, without warning, because they simply know it by heart. Nowruz, March 21st, the first day of spring, Iran's greatest celebration. A tradition 3,000 years old. The Hafsin table, 7 items, each beginning with the letter S. Each one a symbol of renewal and life. New clothes, family visits, gifts, joy, 13 days of celebration. UNESCO has recognized Nowruz as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The Iranian carpet is a work of art disguised as a floor covering. A single carpet can take years to complete, with millions of individual knots tied by hand. Every city has its own style. Tabriz, Isfahan, Kashan. These are not just carpets. They are paintings you can walk on. Iranian architecture is unlike anything else in the world. The tile work, intricate geometric patterns in turquoise, cobalt, and gold. Makarnas, the cascading honeycomb vaulting of ceilings that seems to defy gravity. Every mosque, every caravanserai, every palace says the same thing. Beauty is not a luxury here. It is a necessity. Now, something important. The world most often sees Iran through a political lens. Headlines come, sanctions, statements, disputes, tensions. And from those headlines, a picture forms in the mind. But that picture is incomplete. The ordinary people of Iran, the mother who sends her children to school every morning, the shopkeeper who works through the heat of the day, the student who studies late into the night, the young person who wants to start a business and build something. Their lives are entirely separate from the headlines. They want what all of us want: peace, a livelihood, happiness, connection. A young Iranian once said to us, "We are not what you see in the news. We dream too. We love our friends. We are proud of our history. We are just people, exactly like you." Governments and people are not the same thing. That is true of every country in the world. It is true of Iran too. Iran is not just a country, it is an experience. It is a place where the past and the present move together, where a poem written 1,000 years ago still lives on someone's lips today, where a guest holds the highest place at the table, where food is a language of love, where every dome tells a story. Iran is not easy to understand, but those who take the time to look tend to fall in love with what they find. This was the story of Iran, told with its civilization, its contradictions, and its truth. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share our video.